guys, welcome back, and it is Super Sentai Saturday. Actually, it's Wednesday when I'm recording this, but I am recording this on a Saturday. It's for Saturday because every Saturday I like to make videos about Sentai. Before we get started, I am just going to recap the two Sentai shows that I have been watching previously. I'm not going to start artificially until next week, and I'm going to do both recaps at the same time. I'm just skipping this intro because I don't want to do them in two separate videos. Going in the future, Sentai series will be done in two separate videos. The first one will be Kamen Rider, and the second one will be Sentai. So the two series I'm watching right now are what's it called? Kamen Rider Gav and number one Sentai goes you girl. It's a very weird title, basically, and it's very hard to pronounce. I know sometimes it's easier to pronounce, but it's very hard to pronounce in this. I don't understand what these things. But essentially, the plot of Kamen Rider Gab is that a young man named Shoma is on the run from the Stomach family, and he lands on Earth, and he gets the power to become Kamen Rider Gab, and basically he uses these powers to stop the Stomach family, who consists of twins, Jeep, and Siva. Although one of them is dead, I honestly forget which one. I think it's Siva I think it's Jeep who's dead. Why is this so hard to control? But honestly, I forget which one completely. So basically, they confronted him, and she died in an explosion. Oh, what the hell? She died in an explosion trying to protect her sister. So they want revenge. The Stomach family harvest people for dark treats, and one of the people they harvested is Hanto's mother. No, actually, Hanto's mother died protecting Shoma. We learn that later. Shoma initially keeps it a secret because obviously he doesn't want Hanto to know that he is related to the Stomachs, because if Hanto finds out, he won't want anything to do with him. Initially speaking, it looks like Hanto would kill him, but no, they team up because Hanto realizes it's not really his fault. He was in as much a bad position as the rest of them, and they team up. Hanto is working with a weird, creepy professor who is played by Shintaro Asanuma, who I didn't know did live action work. He's not a voice, he's the actual person, and that's really cool. And this person allows Hanto to become a different Kamen Rider whose name I now don't remember, and they team up in order to basically take down the Stomach family from the inside. Meanwhile, I still believe that one of their mothers at least is still alive, because I believe that the Stomach family is using their mothers I probably need to get a keypad because we keep seeing these people in dark outfits who are working for the Stomach family. We don't know who they are, but I have a feeling there's somebody who was related to the main cast. We also meet somebody whose name I don't really remember, who is trying to avenge his brother because the Stomachs sold him dark treats, and he was murdered, I think directly by the family. I think Lada actually murdered Shoma's mother, and I forget which one murdered Hanto's mentor, but also the brother was murdered directly by them, so now they obviously want revenge on him. Now obviously he wants revenge. It's a Monster of the Week formula. They basically have to go and fight different ones. Meanwhile, I like the fact that all of the Kamen Rider sorry, all of the Kamen Rider suits are related to food. Like there's a chip transformation, which is kind of golden. There's a whipped cream transformation. There's a soda transformation. There's a candy transformation. I like that. I think that's really cool. The only thing I don't like is how just long it's taking to get to the premise. Like, we don't know anything more than we did. No, actually, that's not my complaint. My main complaint is that Sachika, who I haven't mentioned thus far, is kind of just in the background, and she's there, but we don't really know anything about her, or like, nor do I care, because she doesn't really have a role. I have a distinct feeling they want her to be Shoma's love interest, but she's not Shoma's love interest. They haven't actually done any of that with her yet. So, I don't know, I guess she's the information gatherer, but like, other than that, she doesn't serve a point. And it's really irritating to have this character where it's like, you could just be cut out of the entire plot and still have the same purpose. Other than that, I think it's okay. Meanwhile, Sentai, number one Sentai dojo here, I have no idea what is going on with the show, and I legitimately mean that. So, we have a group of people, the Ghost Seekers are a group of people who, of course, have been endowed with animal themed, but also there's like people with rings who have powers based on past Sentai shows. Like there's Dawn Brothers ring, there's Ryu Soga ring, there's a crap, that's not what I want to do. There's Ryu Soga ring, there's a there's all kinds of like different rings that are just given to people, I think probably by the villains, but other than that, I don't really know what they're going for. Like, the main lead from, what's it called, Boonjers is here for some reason, and he's like got a Sentai thing. And I don't get it. I don't get what this show's purpose is. It feels all over the place. Also, I think this is the first season where I actively don't like the villains. Bouquet is just insufferably obnoxious, and I want her to die. Like, legitimately, I don't find her cute or interesting. I want her to end. Like, oh my god, she's so annoying. She's so irritating, and I freaking hate her. God, I can't stand her. But other than that, at least the idea of animals is interesting. That's something I actually really like. So maybe maybe it'll get interesting. One of the girls is looking for the person who her sister disappeared. So, of course she is, because obviously we need a sibling in trouble. And a lot of people have speculated that sibling is somehow, working for the villains, which, knowing Sentai, I wouldn't doubt. We also have, like, reoccurring stuff, so maybe we'll get other stuff from other seasons, like other characters. I know in the background of, it's not this show, but an anime called, the Red Ranger Uchikai, we got, the curly one from, Dawn Brothers, and his wife, and him and Neha were in the background of that show, which I didn't pick up on immediately, but apparently they were, which I think is very cool, so maybe we'll get more stuff like that, although mostly I'm just specifically interested to see if they bring other Sentai villains back. You'll see, we'll see if they do. I would absolutely love it if they do that, because there are a couple specific villains I want them to bring back. But anyway, that is, wrong thing. That is it for now. I am just finishing up this game, This is probably going to be the Saturday game going forward because I want to do something different every single time. So we'll probably have one game per day. So if you see me playing multiple games at the same time, it's because that is that day's game. For instance, one day is going to be the turtle one where you're killing stuff. One is going to be Lost Fungus. One is probably going to be Dreamlight Valley. If I can never remember to get it, one is probably going to be Stardew Valley. Stuff like that. Oh crap, I actually put in the wrong order. Oops. We'll do it anyway. No, I'm not interested in knowing. Like, I already know because I mucked up their order. I don't need to know. I already know why, because I mucked up their order and got it all mixed up. And this is the last thing I'm gonna do for today. Like I said, going forward, we will have 2 of these videos every Saturday instead of just 1. So I hope you guys are enjoying this stuff. Please remember to leave a comment. I don't ask for likes or subscriptions, but I do ask that if you like this content, go to my Patreon and request stuff. We are going to eventually have a Bring Your Own Anime Night, which is just what it sounds like. We are also going to have a movie night on the channel once a month, so please, if you like this content, please comment, and hopefully going forward, I will be able to do all the stuff I want to do. I'm just running out all the stuff that needs to get done here, like that.